I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/kanister_MTG, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Satoru Voidwalker, cast opposing Primeval Titan, draw a card. I'll keep and I think I'll lead on the Sewers. Which is a bit awkward, but... Grief. Alright, I'll top, so we can go Satoru Grief. Villain Vestiges. And Amulets, which is a problem because I didn't discard the Amulet, but...
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hi. Hello. Okay.
You do get to draw a card. Holy shit, the value. What a hand. Let's take the Dryad so that a bounce land is not a good draw for my opponent. Their hand is too heavy. And we actually can go for Voidwalker, Thoughtseize, take Titan. Because a bounce land now means that the ring is getting cast, which... This might be a bit rough, but... Kani. The deck is only missing Narcomoebas and Dredgers. Holy guacamole, I have not thought of that aspect. So yeah, next turn we draw another card with Satoru, casting a 3 Primeval Titan. All I've seen is MTGO tweets saying it's bugged. Everything fixed or the critical stuff at least. What's bugged? Kurwa, no dobra, no nie, no człowieku. Amulet is so good. It's crazy. They're fixing the bugs rather quickly. Maybe I should like surveil first. No chance villain will play second Amulet and Titan me right now. and when I say no chance, I think it means that is actually rather likely. And I don't say that lightly. 1 colorless mana? Surely it's nothing. 2 amulets with 2 land drops. Surely they won't have a bounce land. Holy shit, they don't. No i chuj, przegraliśmy. And this fail push was Murderous card, we'd be in the driver's seat. A bit more so than we are currently, but... Not really. Out of the sideboard, we're gonna bring... Pick your poison, Ashioks. Cut Fetal pushes, even though they do hit the Dryad. We have pick your poisons, we don't need that. They seem really bad. And I'll skip Break the Ice, probably. Isn't Dress Down good? I was not done saying what we're gonna bring. Dress Down is also going to enter my deck. Brother. Do not be so hasty. Although, what would be the cuts? I think I want to keep Sorins for Sorin Vein Repair. Perhaps I trim 2 Bloodghasts. given that it's not a grindy matchup. The deck opponent is playing seems nice. Have you seen it before? I've actually played so much of Amulet Titan. Let's bring explosives too. I have one card that interacts with Amulet. Well, I guess we have Pip. Pip is good. No, kurwa, kushi. Payoff is high. Payoff is high. And we can fetch Undercity Sewers. Then we can just put 2 Vein Reapers into play. Sounds solid. Also, it seems like if last game I would have just Thoughtseize my opponent on turn 1, I would have taken their Amulet and I probably would have won easily, so. Probably a miss judgment.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hi.
O kurwa. Oj, 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 brothers. Brace yourselves. Ay, vuestro ever. Missing underground mortuary, I guess. Not to worry, opponent is going to just murder me on turn 2. I can put 3. You actually can't. See, chat, it didn't matter. We got died on turn 2. Or did we? Ah, it's just a ring. It's good. It's good. So I need them not to draw anything, ever. Which is impossible, but... Make them sack streamer. Sure. Sure looks... solid to do. Repigger Poison not actually looking all that good. This game. Notably. In fact, feeling kind of trash. Which is an interesting observation from the other perspective. From the point of view of a villain who's getting picked on and poisoned. Fire spot. Sure, why not, buddy? Lush Portico kept the card on top, which is a tough sign. No i dobrałem Ashioka i generalnie chuj. Już za późno. Alright, we're gonna have a bit of a break. I think I'll mulligan this hand. Am I a PT OTJ competitor? No, I'm a casual Magic Online streamer who likes to join prelims with Bruce and mulligan to 5 on the play. But we do have the broken hand. I think I don't want, like, I think I would prefer to do it this way. Need land number 3. Probably can't Thoughtseize twice. Haven't updated since DMU, that's a bit long, but... Oh kurwa. But I think I'll rather Thoughtseize. Because this way you can take Stop Denial. Which I'll just do. Will I? Is Satoru still bugged? What way was he bugged? It's a good question. I did draw a card when I griefed my opponent. You drew cards off creatures you paid mana for. Holy guacamole. Taking Scion seems correct. Why? So, I guess, like, I want my opponent to tap out for a monster. Then I'll Surveil land, mill over a Bloodghast. Play Sorin, put. I guess I can remove Scion with my deck. I have 4 pushes, so. I don't really want to take Stubborn Denial. Given their hand. I want to put Vein Reaper into play next turn. Then they have to... Like, the issue is that, like, if I leave them with Scion, then they have to go Binding, sacrifice their Scion to hit my Vein Reaper. Or, like, Flames, and they can't just kill my Sorin for free by attacking. Which my Sorin is not the most valuable, but it's also not the least valuable. But it's hard to decide. O kurwa. Now land. No I chuj. We lost. Now they have Stabby D with Nishoba Brawler. But we could otherwise Sorin, you know, kill Nishoba with the Bloodghast. Holy guacamole. That would have been so solid, but alas, now I have 3 life points left. Oj dupa, kurwa. Didn't work out. Taking the non-stab didn't work out. Would have been pretty insane, I guess, if I got to resolve my Sorin here, though. Would it? Oi, oi, oi. Well, that did not work out. Let's include Liliana, pick your poison. Let's say we're gonna cut Dauthi Voidwalker for not blocking. And maybe 1 Thoughtseize. Or 1 Bloodghast for being weak. Could dress down against Kavu too, which seems nice. Trimming 2 Thoughtseize, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Bowman seems mid. We'll keep them for Ragavans. Maybe just a pair would be okay. I guess it's pretty comparable to Thoughtseize, probably. I don't know if play patterns of this matchup let you actually abuse their interaction. We'll see. We'll see how the abusing will go. Oskavu is so bad, you play it and it just dies. Mr. Kanister, are you preparing limited sufficiently for Seattle? Well, no, as I am not playing. Plus my Liliana, discard Bloodghast. Now, you know, that's called value. Now, if I ever happen to draw a fetch land, my opponent is doomed. The Sorin Bloodghast value is going to... Holy shit, Bolt Liliana. Is it Bolt Dash? No, it's not even Bold Dash. It's Bold Play Nishoba Brawler. Holy guacamole land! Aye. Had the sudden fame of his internet reveal any effects on Stefan's confidence? I don't know what are you saying, but Stefan's fine. Opponent just destroyed themselves. Kind of. Papugi piraci. Da, 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 da. Not a fetch land, but it will do. Villain has been utterly demolished. They did keep Ragavan, so Orcish Bowmasters seems fine. Let's have 2 copies though. An extra Thoughtseize on the draw. Now, it did feel like I won despite Sorin, not thanks to it. If I'm being fully honest. Yet, kurwa no ten Sorin to jest taki agent, ja pierdolę. Oj, oj, oj. Yet, let's Morgan, I guess. Let's keep on 6. Maybe 21 lands is too low for this, I don't know. Nah, it's good. Papugi piraci. Oh yeah, we get to put 1 into the graveyard, that's good. Papugi piraci. Oh bro, don't even know what's gonna befall you. Play under Kavu, bro. Do it now. Play a silly monkey. No attack with Nakatl. 1 damage? I'm not... You know... not gonna get worked over that. This is sick. Is the idea that Satoru is just beans? Kinda. Thoughts on going Satoru Grief? Get binded, get hit for 5 by those 2. Would prefer to Thoughtseize push rather, I think. And then maybe pitch Grief on Satoru, honestly. The top landedness of that is a bit rough. I think I'll hit villain in their attack step. I don't mind if they draw a protection, protect Ragavan. I would actually prefer if they like do that then. They dash on the Ragavan, and if they and I would prefer that to villain also countering my Sorin. Thoughts on Satoru with Esper Persist, Blink Scam? Sure, why not? So villain has Bold Giganta, Breeding Pool. Could discard Giganta, but I don't think I care enough. They'll probably both Sorin play Giganta, which is fine with me. No, not even that. Sorin, Vein Reaper is literally show and tell Emrakul. For what it's worth. Tribal Flames. Ha! That's fine. I drain you for 4. Now I get to play Grief Take. Take their monster. Although I never had time to deploy Satoru. What's better? Satoru pitch Grief to cycle the Reaper, or just cast Grief? It's probably just cast Grief, it's more power, and like I play Satoru next turn, which is a fine card, and then if I draw Sorin, this is a great thing to have in my hand, so... Also as a menace creature, so it races well against like Kavu top deck or whatnot. Which my point immediately. Draws. Bowmasters is gonna help with the race too. Can block Kavu. But yeah, I think Kavu is not beans. Bowmasters trigger Satoru. Non-token, brother. It seems you never get to play Satoru because you draw your top lands. I do play 3 Undercity Sewers because I wanted to use them to put Bloodghast into my graveyard, which maybe 2 is better suited. Holy shit, Thoughtseize, put Sorin into play, GG. Honestly, Vein Reaper against Yawgmoth seems pretty good. As long as you discard Grease beforehand. But even then, like, they're gonna take... They need to sacrifice things twice with Grease. Can drain them a lot, and then Yawgmoth is a lifestyle combo. No! My combination is gonna get disrupted.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Holy szmakla DLA Zylaka.
No już dają dla Żlaka raz. Taki sobie był w sumie, ale damy jeszcze raz. Dzięki za suba, Jędrula. Grief. I will Thoughtseize my opponent. Is putting Vein Reaper into play better than the Morphon thing? No, I can pitch Vein Reaper to Grief. It's entirely different. Let's take Bowmasters to disrupt the curve, take Fable next turn. Kurwa, no dobra, 2-dropa. Jaki laker, ja pierdolę. Villain does have Not Dead after all. But I think what I'll do is... Grief pitch Thoughtseize, Bowmaster Ragavan on their turn. Because I don't want Villain to play Fable, would be too bad. Keep Vein Reaper, so if I draw Sorin, I just win on the spot. Satoru looked pretty damn good so far, by doing absolutely nothing. No i co, oczywiście jak odklikam, to natychmiast. Natychmiast chłop wraca i wykonuje swój ruch, a tak to zamula. Let's do it unkeep, so if they draw a free drop, they can decide to play the Fable. I think them playing a Fable would have been worse for me. This is curious. Do I perhaps want not to hit Ragavan now? I think I still do, because they're just gonna attack and I trade, so like that's worse for me. Good thing they didn't have Satoru in play to draw with the Ragavan. So now I don't know their hand, and I play Undercity Sewers. Am I interested in Dauthi Voidwalker? My greed is telling me that I'm not really interested in that because Sorin is such a good top deck that I'll instead take a shot. O kurwa, Kroxa. Holy guacamole. Survele Kroxa. We need to draw Sorin immediately. O kurwa, dobre. That was weird. Let's hopefully dodge Angrav's Rampage or other weird effects. While surveilling a Bloodghast into my graveyard while drawing another fetch land. Well, part of that was true. Blue-black Kroxa and an MH3 for sure we're gonna print something like that. I think I'll let my opponent take a card from my deck. Can I kill them? 7 plus... to jest 7 plus 5, 12. No nie jest to kill. Does getting them Kroxa of the treasure matter? Well, they play Kroxa, I win, right? So I literally don't care. Or, in other words, it does not matter. The counter to Ragavan is to play irrelevant cards like Dauthi Voidwalker. So true, bestie. Let's board Liliana, as the matchup is grindy. And board out a Thoughtseize. And submit. You don't have the luxury of sideboarding harder in a grindy matchup like this. Maybe if they maybe anti-Kroxa Nihil Spellbomb, I guess. That's probably okay. Anti-Kroxa jest jaka Kroxa jest zajebista. A jakby jeszcze Kroxa miała deftouch, to dopiero by nieźle dawała w kombacie. I keep my hand. I fillet Ragavan. Foolish. Brother, I have 2 Orcish Bowmasters. Yet still, should I? Well, he'll let them hit me. Too big of a waste to not Bowmaster down this Ragavan. Fail push is going to be good. And before villain hits Sorin and puts their Vein Reaper into play. Grief. Maybe they'll Grief Scam. It would be fine if they pitch Grief. I get to cast Not Dead after all on it. No, target creature you control. Will they pitch the Grief to take my Bowmaster now, and I'll be left with not dead after all, not dead after all, Vein Reaper? Likely. Really likely to have a black spell. Don't worry though, we could draw a Bloodghast or something of similar value. Any draw step now. No jest Bloodghastik. Dobra, to napierdalamy się. Aven Interrupter is super nice in Amalia. 5-0 day league with 2 Aven Interrupter in the main deck. Congrats. Your result impresses me. Pepper Smoke MTG. No i chuj, teraz już kurwa nic nie zrobię. Z Voidwalkerem na stole. To mogę się zesrać najwyżej. The Grief not dead after all. It's like the shittiest thing you get to be doing. And the entirety of Magic the Gathering. It's just you end up with like such crappy shit cards in your mid-range decks, and then like the games are so cringe. With Fauna Shaman, you can instant speed search for Interrupter and delay the Wrath, which came up a ton. You should also try the Entomb Spree card with Gisa on its artwork.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Seems pretty interesting in Amalia. Dzięki Real Command za bycie Real w chuj i subowanie. I can keep and rely on surveillance, bringing me happiness. Does Fable Flipping trigger Satoru? Well, is it a creature entering the battlefield? Have you paid mana for it? The answer is yes, it does trigger. Vicar Lively Dirge. How many should I play main deck? You have to make that decision yourself, but I'm saying 4 to begin with, and then cut down to 0 at some point. Am I looking at the music video? I did, yeah. I was enticed by the seductive movements. We think villain has Orcish Bowmasters or another not dead after all in their hand? Picie jest różowa. Oj kurwa, trochę to jest... Trochę jest to rozjebane. Play jak cię tak ktoś niszczy. I play Fable. Holy guacamole. The duality of a man. Villain. Not dead after all's grief on turn 1. Kanister. Well, I mean, puts Bloodghast in his deck and then dies. Hello, Mr. Streamer. How is the brewing going? I promise you a 1-free and I'm going to deliver. We are on our way to that. The few times we executed was okay. Satoru seemed pretty bad, so honestly, kind of like doesn't care if well in the same way, and being a creature just means it's not beans. We can beat Titan. Actually, I guess that wasn't. Kurwa no, ile będzie tych pierdolonych one-runderów kuszących Sorinem z Vein Reaperem, no? Non-stop? This is too much, too tempting. Every time we get one land, Sorin, Vein Reaper. On the play. I need to mulligan this. It's only reasonable to mulligan this, but it's so tantalizing. Is Satoru good, or just the epitome of a card people want to be good? It didn't impress me too much in this prelim. Doesn't mean though that it couldn't impress me in some other situation. I think it's probably like closer to bad than to broken. Alright, I Thoughtseize, Bloodghast fetch. But like if villain is on Titan, then it makes no point to keep a hand like this. Dobra. The issue with Satoru Bloodghast is that it is impossible to discard Bloodghast in current Modern. But it's funny how much being black, I think, is like playing pretty badly with Satoru. Like black decks in Modern are mostly about reducing the resources. A card like Satoru, which is about building up your resources, kind of doesn't really combine all that well. Four spells, no place. Okay. Holy shit, not dead after all, fail, push, draw a card, draw Grief. Actually, we do have place. Nice. Holy guacamole. I play Onion Ring. What will I play in the afternoon challenge? Titan, perhaps? Even if this deck isn't that good, I like it. It's the effort that counts. Assuredly, this is a true Brewmaster's effort. Don't have nothing villain, you can just play Titan. Play your Titan, it's fine. Bonnie Paul Titan. I would try Bonnie Paul if she didn't cost double blue. This board explosives this time. Spot out Bloodghast on the basis of sucking major ass. Okay, website. Bonnie Palace insane draft. She will trigger with Grazer attacks. Maybe she's gonna trigger in my cube. Seems like a perfect card to place there. Dobra, kipujemy. Should we grief turn 1 to take an amulet? The answer is perhaps. Let's indeed take the amulet. That's going to slow my opponent most noticeably. Just make Amulet Titan Cube, where everyone tries to draft the best version of the deck. Thank you for your suggestion, Sent Nutritious. I appreciate it. How ironic. I perched Vein Reaper and I drew Sorin. Also chat, onion ring in the cube. Fun or not fun? I think it actually might be fun, given that you can only have one. Because when you have one, like, the downside is actually more meaningful. Am I building a cube on MTGO or IRL? I would build it IRL. I have no need for an MTGO cube. There is already a cube on MTGO. But a paper cube would allow me to conduct meetings with my friends where we play cube, which I would find valuable. O kurwa, Valakut. Now a land is a strong draw, but a spell is also a strong draw. While I can't win. O kurwa, niedobrze. Maybe I should kill myself, perhaps, yeah. Maybe they'll draw Grazers, Dryads, or Amulets. So I'll continue pressuring. 6 damage, free 10 clock. Pauper Cube sounds like ass. If we draw a Sorin, it's an absolute blank. How is it a blank? It gives a +1/+1. To what exactly? Is my Dauthi Voidwalker a secret vampire? Is that the case for my Orcish Bowmasters? I don't think so, buddy. Darkslick kurwa Shores. Ja pierdolę, no. Despair. We delivered. Throne on turn 3. I've been practicing. 13, 13. The matchup was hard. Fun. Shuffling cards. Fun day. Sideboard cards. Kurwa, ale umieram w chuj. Monday. I wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. Medirande. Magic Monday. It does seem that Amulet Titan is incredibly oppressive to the modern metagame at large. Which means it's going to be my deck choice for the 3 PM challenge.